Good morning. These are our daily lectionary readings for Friday, December 8th, 2023. Our psalm reading once again is Psalm 85, 1 and 2, and then verses 8 through 13. Our Old Testament reading is Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 4 through 10, and then our New Testament reading is from the book of Acts, chapter 11, verses 19 through 26. And today we are going to be reading it out of the Message. Psalm 85. God, you smiled on your good earth. You brought good times back to Jacob. You lifted the cloud of guilt from your people. You put their sins far out of sight. You took back your sin-provoked threats. You cooled your hot, righteous anger. I can't wait to hear what he'll say. God's about to pronounce his people well, the holy people he loves so much. So they'll never again live like fools. So, how close his salvation is to those who fear him. Our country is home base for glory. Love and truth meet in the street. Right living and whole living embrace and kiss. Truth sprouts green from the ground. Right living pours down from the sky. Oh, yes, God gives goodness and beauty. Our land responds with bounty and blessing. Right living strides out before him and clears a path for his passage. Our Old Testament reading coming from Jeremiah 1. The message of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, of the family of priests who live in Anathoth in the country of Benjamin. God's message began to come to him during his 13th year that Josiah, son of Amon, reigned over Judah. It continued to come to him during the time Jehoiakim, son of Josiah, reigned over Judah. And it continued to come to him clear down to the 5th month of the 11th year of the reign of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, over Judah, the year that Jerusalem was taken into exile. And this is what God said. Before I shaped you in the womb, I knew all about you. Before you saw the light of day, I had holy plans for you. A prophet for the nations. That's what I had in mind for you. But I said, hold it, Master God, look at me. I don't know anything. I'm only a boy. And God told me, don't say I'm only a boy. I tell you where to go, and you'll go there. I'll tell you what to say, and you'll say it. Don't be afraid of a soul. I'll be right there, looking after you. God's decree. God reached out, touched my mouth, and said, look, I've put my words in your mouth. Hand delivered. See what I've done? I've given you a job to do among nations and governments, a red letter day. Your job is to pull up and tear down, take apart and demolish, and then start over, building and planting. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Acts, chapter 11. Those who had been scattered by persecution, triggered by Stephen's death, traveled as far as Phoenicia, Cyprus, and Antioch. But they were still only speaking and dealing with their fellow Jews. Then some of the men from Cyprus and Cyrene who had come to Antioch started talking to Greeks, giving them the message of the Master Jesus. God was pleased with what they were doing and put his stamp of approval on it. Quite a number of the Greeks believed and turned to the Master. When the church in Jerusalem got wind of this, they sent Barnabas to Antioch to check on things. As soon as he arrived, he saw that God was behind it and in it all. He threw himself in with them, got behind them, urging them to stay with it the rest of their lives. He was a good man that way, enthusiastic and confident in the Holy Spirit's way. The community, they grew large and strong in the Master. Then Barnabas went out to Tarsus to look for Saul. He found him and brought him back to Antioch. They were there a whole year, meeting with the church and teaching a lot of people. It was in Antioch that the disciples were for the first time called Christians. And here ends our readings for the day.